to put
No, don't put me off.
Right, go on.
Right,
You
so
run us through this.
right, let's run over it. So the E-clutch on it. So when you get it from start, so this is my brand new bike.
This is your brand new bike.
Right, I've never ridden it before, so when I start this off, I have got a clutch. So if I want to just use the E-clutch, what do I need to do?
You couldn't do this while your bike was going.
Right, so you
You got to go into your settings. Quick, right, start the video again.
right, go on, off you go.
Right, you go
So we're on settings.
and then there's the function up there. So go across to E-clutch. You go across to E-clutch. So E-clutch is on at the minute.
Right,
Turn it off.
right. So hang on, before you turn it off. So turning it off, then you're just on your clutch.
So you've got your clutch. As soon as you turn E-clutch off, you'll see at the minute the clutch is very, very low.
Yeah.
So if you turn it on, Stephen, you can hear the E-clutch engaging. You got your clutch back. You can also customise how hard
You want
you
them.
have to hit up or down. So it goes soft, medium, and hard. Currently, I think it's set for the best optimal shifting. So it's hard up and then medium down. You can change it to soft.
So that's in effect like your quick shifter,
Yeah,
the way the
it's
quick
effectively a
shifters work.
shifter.
Right, okay.
But obviously without the need to use the clutch.
You can always tell when it's on, you've got the little green light on there.
Right, so that's your E-clutch light to tell you when it's on. So when you start it, so in effect,
Put the side stand up.
you can just put it in gear. And that's it.
That's it, on.
And until you rev it, it then becomes like a DCT. Excellent.
It's fairly simple as long as you remember how to get to your settings.
Yeah,
If you knock it into gear with the E-clutch setting in, so if you pull the clutch in, it's really baggy.
yeah,
It's knocked off the E-clutch now.
right. Yeah, so that's what I say. But as soon as you pull that clutch in,
It disengages
is it disengaging it on the actual system, or is it just back on?
the system as well, but as soon as you find neutral again, and
It-
then feel the clutch, you see how it's done that?
Yeah.
That's it, just disengages that.
So it's back to the E-clutch.
Yeah, now you'll
So
find that they bang into gear because it chokes on a little bit, so when you bang it in, it does bang.
yeah,
It's not always like that.
yeah. It's a bit like the DCT when you first put that
Yeah,
into gear. It's
exactly.
doing the same, right?
And then essentially, as soon as you go,
You go.
It's very
Oof.
very good.
And that's a frunk.
No, no front.
No frunk.
No front. Petrol. That's where your petrol goes.
It is very pretty, isn't it? The bike, that is.
It's the new 24 version of it. And it gets that quick, and then no clutch.
Yeah.
It's all good to go. She's all yours.
Right. And I'm going to have a job now because I brought this to actually fasten on, and I was reading that's metal,
That is metal, yeah.
so it's no longer plastic.
Yeah, it's all that there is metal bracket. So you can.
Right. I'll
That's
see you
on it,
tomorrow.
on it.
I will do. I'm going to enjoy this. My first ride on a sports bike. It must be 10 to 15 years.
Really like it, but the fact that it's got a quick shifter on there as well.
Yeah, that.
It's 100 quid extra, you get a quick shifter and it's a no-brainer.
To be honest, by the sounds of this, you for the 100 quid, you're just going to put it on. You'd be daft not to. What's the price of it new then on these?
They are 7799, and then the E-clutch is 7899.
Another £100 on it.
Right, it's well worth getting the E-clutch. When you review, when you ride it, I think you'll find something like that. Unless you do it here, then.
Oh, that's what I just checked straight away.
It's foolproof. It is foolproof.
It's absolutely fabulous.
You'll love it. It might even replace
It may do. You never know, do you?
space for a bike. The Himi's gone, so this can go next.
I'll soon tell you.
No wheelie.
One never knows. Right. Right, you lovely tubers. And you're automatically getting on and you're pulling the clutch in.
It's such a weird feeling because it's so versatile. You
Yeah.
can use the clutch, you can not use the clutch.
Now that is really weird because when you're on the NC, you don't even
You don't have that lever to grab.
you don't even go for it. You just right.
Have fun.
Right. Whoa. Right, people. What is the CBR 650R like? Now it's very, very strange because you're going to get this and you're going to want to go for the clutch. The gear change on it is smooth. Oh my lord. The green light, as we say, is to tell you the E-clutch is on. You're very, very forward on it. Now, when you want to use the E-clutch again, you've got to go back into neutral. So like there, if you go down your gears, if you go down your gears with it, using your clutch, your E-clutch disconnects. So this is going to be a really good thought process when you're using these. Amazing, because you don't have to use the clutch there to move away. And there we go. So you're just doing like a quick shifter now. So if you want to go down your gears, you're naturally going to be, if you're on a sports bike all the time, you're naturally going to go for your clutch. Try not to do it, just take your hand away, drop down the gear. Oh, people, I can tell you now, this is a game changer. Between the quick shifter and this E-clutch, Honda, you're magicians. So there we go, we're in third, second, first, so we're in neutral, we're now on first. So we've gone to first, just put the brake on. Now, so it's quicker than the DCT for when you go to pull away. So the DCT, you'd get up to about 2,000 revs. That's going to just over 1,500 revs, then it wants to pull. And it's actually got quite a sharp pull on this. For an inline, for an inline 4, this is a 4-cylinder bike, 16 valve, and it is absolutely stunning, people. Take me time because it's only done 80 miles, and it's weird as well, the helmet you've got on, because I've got a. It's missing the gears. That's just practice. Third gear, you can feel the power in it. It's lovely though. It's the smoothness on this comparing to a parallel to my DCT. It's really nice. But what I do like about this is comparing to like the likes of my Phaser, where you really do have to rev. Now here we go, fourth gear, people, third gear, second gear. Not touching the clutch, just going down. It's just going down the gears. Third gear around town, you're going to be happy. You sat a little bit far forward, you've got a little bit of a curve on your back. If you sit up straight, straighten up your arm. I'm 5'10" with about a 29-30 inch inside leg. My legs are, they're not bad actually, they're weird. They're at 45 degree, but they're sat back. So second gear, first gear. We're not going to go in front of a bus, even though we could have. It's an absolutely beautifully smooth monster. It's just got loads of pull, but how can I explain this? The pull on it when you start putting on the revs is gentle, but it's pulling. Back brake quite good, front brake is good. And it's one of them, if you get fed up, you just go to your clutch. But remember, as soon as you touch that clutch, to go back into your E-clutch, you have to go into neutral. That's what you have to do with it. So let's go into, so now we're now just totally on clutch. So if I went to stop now, I can go down the gears, but if I go to stop, the bike will stall. So pull the clutch in, finding neutral, dead easy, and you can feel it. That's the other thing. Look at the clutch. So it's now in E-clutch mode, and the clutch is like it's snapped. What an amazing piece of gadgetry. I'm only going to say one thing to Honda: you need to put this on all your bikes, right from the Grom right the way up. Do you know, put this on your Gull Wing. I think you get it. It's just 2 minutes on this, people, and I'm blown away with it. The seat is fairly comfortable on it. It's so balanced and light. Oh, I'm old now, people, and to be on a, you know, be on a sports bike again, and it's not extreme sports. This isn't anywhere near like the R6s, or even like that 636. You've got a little bit of upright to it, so I think you could quite easily do quite a bit of commuting on this bike. But this, like, third gear, suspension on it, fabulous. What, absolutely fabulous. Mirrors are good on it. I do like mirrors that are fastened to the frame like this. Just like my Phaser, I just think they are just much better mirrors than ones that are fastened to your handlebars. And these are big bumps. It takes some big bumps quite well. Third gear, as I say, it tucks in when you go around the corner. You can see yourself getting your knee down on this. Not even trying yet. Fourth gear. And that's it, we're at fourth gear, 27 miles an hour. And it's just a bit of brake, down on the gear. I'm going to honestly say something truthfully here. In the 2 minutes I've been on this is better than the DCT. It is better than the DCT. I think with the quick shifter that's on it, it's smoother. And filtering between cars, this is just, it doesn't have the so again now, fourth gear, just go down the gears. We don't even need to take it out of, we don't even need to take it. Howdy, mate. Yeah. Now I knew he was going straight on. I just knew right there and then that guy was going straight on. That's why I slowed down. I thought if I go and sideswipe him and take him off his bike, so he's in. He should have been on the other lane. So we're in second gear. So it's saying drop down. Oh, fantastic, mate. Well, smoothness. 6 gears, very buzzy bike. It's very much like the Phaser. It's very buzzy, and the low revs. It's just, you can tell. I don't want to give this any sort of real juice. It's only done 65 miles, 85 miles, 84 miles. I can feel the buzziness through the pegs, I can feel it through the handlebars, I can feel it through the seat. But I'll tell you one thing, it may be buzzy, but it is so smooth. Ah, it's just 6 gear. And like anything, if you wanted to now, if you're a mean rider and you want to be on the road and you want to give it some stick, clutch in, drop it down a gear, and then you're in your gears. So you can imagine that you're getting the bends and you want to start giving it some, you're straight off the E-clutch. I mean, they might as well actually put cruise control on this. And considering such a small screen, literally the draft is coming up and hitting me in the bottom of the chin here. It's all around here where my lens is on the camera. But it's not dirty air. It's actually really comfortable. You can feel it like you do on all these sports bikes. You can feel it around your chest. So something like this, you would put a decent bubble screen on to lift it up a bit and take a bit of the air off you so you can drop down. When you drop down like that, you can feel it going over your shoulders. Honestly people, I've never ever ridden anything like this. You know, if I was 30, I wish I was 30 again, because this would have been on my target, and there's no saying now. Because I know if I wanted to, I could just go out for a little blast out, and I could go, I reckon by the feel of this bike, I could be out on it all day. 6 gear, 39 miles an hour, 2,500 revs, a 201 mile range it's staying on there. Just drop it down on the gears, don't even need to touch my brakes, let the engine do the braking on me. And I'll tell you what a bike for filtering. Tiny handlebars tucked into the side here. No clutch, no thing there, no worry. Can't get the word out, but it's untrue. It's absolutely untrue. Forget what the big boys, all the glossy adverts on it. If you've never ridden one of these, honest to God. You know, the hardest part if you've got arthritis in your hands now is actually holding the actual handlebar, because you've not got, look at this, I mean, it's just, and the bends, oh. You can tell it's off the CBR class. Look at that. Oh, oh, dearie me, dearie me. Oh, I can feel the blood flowing through my body. Oh, it's tingling me buttocks like you can't believe. Back brake. Fourth gear, touch of the back brake. Not having to even touch that. Oh, it's untrue. I'm gonna say something straight now. I think they put this on the Transalp. They triple the sales on the Transalp. I do. I mean, it's road based, but I wonder what it'd be like on motocross. I think we will leave Hollybush Lane alone today. The suspension, it's just the fact you can ride in any gear at any speed. Honestly, people, my little brain cells are exploding inside my head on how Honda have done this. If you come and ride one of these, and I don't care what you say, if even a thorough racing buddy, you just, it's untrue. Fifth gear. Now it's telling me go down the gear, so it's telling me, but I can't stall it. I'm in fourth gear. I'm putting it into gear while I'm stood still, and with just like it's in neutral. It's fabulous. And the feel of it, absolutely, the bike is so planted. Now this is the one thing about it, it's probably the heaviest in its class. It's 208 kilograms, but it feels good for it because it feels planted, but the way it goes around them corners is just untrue. I'm not even, honestly people, I'm not even trying. I'm doing 4,500 revs. It's not even, the bike isn't even trying. And even these bumps, it's going over them, honestly, easily. Now, I asked to take this bike out for this reason. Not that it's a sports bike, because I'm not in the market for sports bike, but this has just maybe changed my mind. I can honestly say maybe it has. Because I know I could go to work. Oh. It's got great balance on it. And it's just like going out for a bit of a light ride. And then if you want to go there, drop it down. Now we're on the clutch. Now we're on the clutch, people. And that's what this bike does. And with that slipper clutch, taking it off, pulling the clutch, fifth gear, I'm coasting. And what I'm trying now is just seeing it's got to be at a speed. So what I'm trying there, people, just seeing if it'll work, keeping the clutch in and seeing if I can go down the gears like you would do on your normal bike and see if you can plant it into neutral while you're coasting. You don't seem to be able to do that on this. And I think that'll be done via speed. I think, to be honest, you'll have to be, maybe come to a stop to go back into that mode. Just checking there's nothing behind me. Drop the revs down. Oh no, I've got it. So it's out. Sorry about that, Honda. Meant to go up. So you've got to be at a very low speed to stick it to neutral while you're going, but you can do it. So really at 2,000 revs and less to stick it into neutral. It's fabulous. And like with bikes, pulling them, using your body weight, it's absolutely fabulous. It's like a pocket rocket. It is an absolute pocket rocket. If you haven't bought one of these, you need to go out and buy one. And you know, I don't get commission off these, but I'm telling you one thing, it's just out of this world. And the weight just drops down and into the corners, and we're not even going fast, we're just getting the feel of the bike to see what it does. And that's it when you get a bike like this. You know, even if you're a newbie, you won't have any problems with it, because you could ride it at a nice pace like this, where your revs are low until you learn, and you can change your gear. You can get used to changing gear without worrying about too many things to go on with. Oh, what a bike. What an absolute bike. And when you want to put the power on, you can put the power on. And that's what this bike will do to you. You'll get it, and the more it wears in and the more you ride it, the more you'll love it. It's just that even the suspension, that at the moment, honestly, there isn't very much at all that I can, from my view, I could say is bad about this bike. The brakes on it are absolute fabulous. Brakes are fabulous. And so they should be. They have to be on these bikes. But honestly, people, I've said it now about 100 times, this is a game changer. This is an absolute game changer. Fourth gear. We're in fourth gear. He's telling me to go into third, but we're in fourth. It's not even, the bike isn't even. It's like when you get into a gear and you're in the wrong gear, it judders, and it doesn't do that. It doesn't even judder. These Honda magicians, they must be, honestly, they must be Elon Musk's children. They must be from outer space to do this. This is just... I'm going to be sitting down and reading on this, how this works, how it connects. I've done bits of it and looked at the moto bobs and looked at some of the videos, and they've gone over it. But none of them have done this. None of them can see what this is doing. They've gone, oh yeah, it's like an automatic. It's not. It's better. This is better than DC. This is, honestly, this is how you keep a clutch on a motorcycle. This is how you get rid of DCT. This is the truth of it. I love DCT. I absolutely love it. This overrides it. This gives you the opportunity of a DCT or a manual bike, whatever, it's just untrue. Now I've got to say, I love my DCT on my Honda, on my NC, but I would love this even more. And I'd love this power on the Honda, I'd love this power on that NC. Now in fairness, like I said, it's a quick bike. Whether it's as, well it isn't, it's not as quick as the Phaser, the FZ6, but it's got better, much smoother power delivery on it. It's a much nicer ride. Very strange the bubble that you're in on it. You know, we're not probably looking as though I'm going faster than I am, but the bike is so planted. It's absolutely lovely. And the other side about it is the engine brake on it is good on it. Touch on the back brake, down a gear, looking into the corner, looking at that white van, looking at the Volvo coming the other way or whatever it is, the 4x4. If you're going to overtake, you know, do look. The bike is fabulous, absolutely fabulous. I think if you took this bike on a track, it's just easy to ride. It just really does take the hardship out of riding proper old grueling bikes like my Phaser, where you have to work them and you have to look at what gear you're in. This, oh, it's got a lovely tune to it. Right, I think that's enough playtown here. That is absolutely, I'm going to honestly say, this is one of the best bikes I've ever ridden. Without doubt. Without honestly, without a glitch. Not just because that it's just, that E-clutch just, I know I've gone on and gone on. Fourth gear. No, it's untrue. It's absolutely untrue. This, going out on this bike, you will just have smile miles on it. Absolute smile miles. It's just so easy to ride. It's so balanced. It's got a lovely 5-inch screen on the front of there, really clear. Not got too many gadgets on the handlebars for you. Easy to use. Tank's very high on it. Love the mirrors. You can adjust them to however you want them. And it's like that. Just feeling the balance of the bike. It's just, and believe it or not, even the likes of the gear change on it, it's easy to do. love it, absolutely love it. Third gear, 21 mile an hour, 2,000 revs. Oh. Do you know, for commuting, for fun, I reckon even, alright, it's not going to beat the big boys, it's probably not going to beat the 600, the CBR 600RR on the track, but I reckon you'll enjoy it more. I think you'll enjoy the riding on this much more. It's just a lovely, lovely bike. And it's like the bars are a bit buzzy. Put big, you know, you can put heavier weights on there. You could increase the weight size on them. And there we go. I'm just down on my brakes now. It's just, I'm in third gear, people. I've stopped. Look, I've stopped. It's just third gear. How many sports bikes do you know that you can just take off in third gear like that with no clutch, without it going jud. It's magic. This is black magic this bike has got. It's absolutely untrue. This has done to me like the first time I had on my NC. When I got on that NC with that DCT gearbox, that magic is here on this. Only it's better. It's better, I'm sorry to say. Six gear. And I've never really known many inline fours that actually pick up so well on the lower bands. They normally always got with 6,000-7,000 revs. This is picking up. It's just fabulous. Comfort wise, absolutely lovely. 6 gear. Going round bends, roundabouts, it's just absolutely just, it's like a slug stuck to a lettuce leaf. It just doesn't let go. It's untrue. And the sun's come out for me. What else can you ask for? Oh, people. And I don't even know why I'm going down a gear. I don't need to. The combination of the quick shifter and that E-clutch on this, you know, if you buy this, buy it. You'd be silly not to spend the 100 quid. Absolutely. And I haven't been on a proper sports bike like this or this style of bike for over 10 years. And it honestly, this has brought me the biggest smile back on my face that you couldn't believe. Touching me back brake. You know, I don't even know to go and have a play around the lanes. Honestly, people, this bike is absolutely untrue. I know very well, as soon as I take this out of e-clutch mode, you'll be in wheelie mode on it. I can feel it. I can feel that side of it. What we